What's happening, Vatos Locos? For the second part of this review, we'll focus on the Hyperion 2 chip and the Xceed+X driver. It's a right spin chip that has metal integrated on its surface like the one from Lucifer. In addition, it also comes with a removable metal chip core. The current heaviest right spin chip is Lucifer. Here's Hyperion 2 with a regular plastic chip core. Here's its predecessor, Hyperion 1. Now, here's Hyperion 2 with a metal chip core. As you can see, Hyperion 2 with a metal chip core is not only heavier than Lucifer in overall weight, its integrated metal portion also extends further from the center and thus gives it more outward weight distribution as little as it is. Thus, Hyperion 2 is now the right spin chip to use. Can you dig that, sucker? It's an upgrade from the original Xceed from Super Hyperion in the sense that it's a dash version, meaning it has a stronger golden spring that significantly increases its combo's burst resistance. Furthermore, it adds a new part attachment made entirely out of metal, plus X. Aside from the weight increase, it will also decrease friction on the stadium floor for more stamina at the cost of knockout resistance. To connect, just insert it through the slots at the base of the ring until it clicks. When it's locked in, it prevents the ring from free spinning, but this supposedly increases its speed. The regular Xceed is already one of the fastest in tornado stalling, so we'll see. Using the regular Xceed on a flat launch, it will circle the tornado ridge at high speeds, then slowly settle at the center. On a bank launch, it will try to do a flower pattern but can't, thus it will just tornado stall too. Using the regular Xceed+X on a flat launch, the combined contact points of both its rubber tip and non-free spinning ring with the stadium floor makes it circle way more aggressively to the point that it wants to go beyond the tornado ridge. Without a free spinning ring to keep its contact with the stadium in check, it's heavily prone to a self-knockout. On a bank launch, it's no better. With that aside, check out its LAD. This is a tasty burger. Using just Xceed Dash on a flat launch, it did much more rotations around the tornado ridge compared to the non-dash Xceed. Although its speed was a tad slower, its movement was much smoother. Note that this Xceed Dash has a more free spinning ring than the regular one. On a bank launch, it was able to do a flower pattern movement where its regular variant couldn't. Interesting. So what have we learned so far here, Vatos? The more free spinning its ring, the less likely of a chance to a self-knockout. Using the +X attachment is a round-trip ticket to self-KO City. But if it doesn't get there, it'll detour to LAD City. Now can you dig that? Sucker. Using Xceed+X on a flat launch, restricting its free spinning ring equals self-knockout city. On a bank launch, it's the same thing. Using extreme dash for comparison, on a flat launch, although not in a traditional flower pattern, it moves very fast on wide arcs while intersecting the center of the stadium. This is actually ideal for, say, a Rage 3A combo against a right spin defense stamina hybrid. With wider arcs comes stronger knockout power compared to a flower pattern with shorter arcs that will have less. On a bank launch, it does the flower pattern movement that we know of. Using Xceed+Z on a flat launch, it falls in between the performance of a regular and a dash version of Xceed. It's still a bit wild, but it isn't quite self-knockout city levels. On a bank launch, it's just like Extreme Dash on a flat launch, wherein it does a pseudo flower pattern with wider arcs, but only for a short period of time. It's also relatively safe self-knockout wise. Is this a preview of a Rage 3A combo that not only can knock out its opponent, but also has an insurance of LAD? Sweet cream on an ice cream sandwich! It's happening! It's happening! Using just Xceed Dash, other than one wall save, it did pretty good. Using Xceed+X, it's the same here as well. One wall save and it was good the rest of the way. Using Xceed+Z, again, after one wall save, it was very resistant to a knockout. Using +X, it's really a huge gamble to play this insane spin due to the self-knockout risk. And even if it didn't, it was still outclassed by Mobius in stamina. Using +Z, this is a battle of the tornado stallers. Because Xceed+Z's tip has rubber on the middle, it will lose stamina much faster than Mobius, which doesn't. Like an awakened Mobius, Xceed+Z uses up nearly all of its stamina circling the tornado ridge. Thus, it has very little left when it settles at the center. However, compared to Mobius, it does it for far less shorter. Using +X, it was a huge self-knockout risk, and it got lucky on those wall bounces, but those took out a significant chunk of its stamina. Therefore, it was outclassed by the still mighty Xtend Plus. Using +Z, adding the +Z attachment makes it a tornado staller. Although there's little self-knockout risk, its raw stamina isn't enough to beat Xtend Plus. Xceed+Z's tornado stalling stamina is already less than Mobius, so it doesn't come as a surprise that it got beat by Xtend Plus. Using +X, in addition to the significant self-KO risk, it's also no match for a balance type driver like Destroy Dash. Using +Z, it was generally outclassed by Destroy Dash. With rubber on its tip, it's no surprise that a pure plastic tip like Destroy Dash can outspin it. Using +X, it was badly beaten to a pulp. Using +Z, it didn't do good either. Although either Xceed+X or +Z can win against Wheel Xtend Plus, both their chances are quite low. Using +X, it's more competitive against Mobius. Using +Z, it also did a little better here. This time around, Xceed+X or +Z's chances of winning are better, but it doesn't change the fact that both are still underdogs against Mobius. Using +X, although there were draws, Destroy Dash did not even win a single round. Using +Z, it simply owned Destroy Dash. Note that 00 Expand was used instead of Wheel due to the fact that Expand gives Destroy Dash maximum LAD. However, either Xceed+X or +Z still outclasses this best version of Destroy Dash. In summary, Hyperion Burn succeeds as a powerful right spin attacker with judgment levels of power. However, it falls short in burst resistance due to its limit break system that went back to using a separate disc instead of a double chassis. On the flip side, Xceed++Z has potential as an attack driver with LAD that can go toe-to-toe with the best of them. Will its Vato, Helios Volcano, fare better as a left spin defense stamina hybrid even with the looming threat of Rage 3A? Tune in again to find out. Same Papabey time, same Papabey channel.